do some more woods walking. I've been doing it, just hadn't filmed much for a while. And I was doing it on that Facebook Live, but several people said it was like real choppy, and whether it was the internet connection, cell phone connection, but it kind of was going back and watching it. So I'm gonna try just to film this. And this is like the second, well, upgraded phone, I guess you call it. Yeah, just see how it does. Get back here and walk through the woods for a while. Back to the trail camera and feed the critters. See what else back here. Turkey feather. Been seeing them on the trail cam. Them and buzzards and raccoon and deer and baby deer and bobcats and coyotes. Now, I pretty much get a little bit of everything back in here. It just kind of gets, people have seen it on the Facebook thing. Did that kind of every day for a long time, but it's just kind of choppy. So try to do it this way. I'll see how long it takes to like film it all, but to upload it to the YouTube, I don't know if it'll work with our connection where we live at. Or if it takes a day to do that, it's probably not going to be worth it. Huh. I can set everything down in here. A raccoon lives somewhere around here, and it's funny, we put the camera there, and you don't like onions. I don't think any of those animals care for onions. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I set that right there. Maybe. And then, watering hole. I brought the backhoe back here in the woods and dug that out last year, and as it got dry, it seemed like all the little woodland creatures and animals would come back and get them a drink. I may have to get back here again and dig it out and do it again. But Let's see if it's not super muddy, try to slip back on some more trails here. This all just runs back through our farm here. Oh yeah, slippery muddy. Had some of those Skechers high top kind of rubber boots, and they didn't hold up. They held up for a while, I guess, but it kind of is what it is there. I don't say cheap, but less expensive than like muck boots or something. Anyway, ooh, raspberries. Look at these. There. What's up in there? They're a little bit tart compared to the a little bit tart compared to what we're growing in the garden with the domesticated thornless blackberries. Still good though. Might make some homemade ice cream and use some of them. Squishy. Those rubber boots kind of come in a little bit more handy. To go slow. See if I can finagle around this thing. Where all soggy. Yeah, just go in the tall weeds, and when we get done, we'll stop and check for ticks. So I'll tell you what, those little guys are relentless. Oh, miss some mud. Mud. Yeah, just got hiking shoes on, and they're okay, but they're not waterproof. I'm just walk right into that thing. Huh. All right. Now let me just stop for a second. Tell you what, the mud, but No ticks. Probably by the time I get done, I'll have picked up one or two or something. They're just out here this time of year. Temperature's not that bad, but man, it's humid out here. Because it's like it Kentucky summertime, I suppose. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if take my walking stick, and my walking stick is actually like an old, they call it tobacco stick. Probably about, I don't know if it's 4 foot. And we have been through, I say we, me and the wife, she comes sometimes and walks, but all the like either collapsible ones, fold up or screw together walking sticks, they don't hold up. They absolutely just, they come from Wally World, so that could be why, I guess. But still, yet you'd think you get a, surely one of them would, hold up more than a few weeks. You would think they would anyway, but who knows? Kind of debating on, well, what's the a good walking stick, and these are abundant around here. Tobacco sticks, they used to use them out here, well, to stick tobacco on. Oh, that's just soft. All right. But yeah, these things for a penny or whatever, they, a few pennies. I'll just keep using them, I guess. Unless somebody's got a good recommendation for a, a lightweight one. It's durable. What would it be? Spider webs, daggone it. Walk right in. Most of the time I can see them, but didn't see that one. Looking like a good mouthful of spider web. Rolling up in the summer here too, and everything's finally drying out somewhat. You can kind of see like back through here with the 4-wheeler and the tractor. Try to keep stuff somewhat cleared away, mowed down, if possible anyway. That stuff one up, but there's some more. They hadn't turned yet. They're getting close though. Usually, there's some. You can kind of tell when they get a little bit not squishy but softer, are ready to eat. That's a good little snack back in the. You can find a patch of them. It seemed like around here, the blackberries and raspberries kind of stay right on the edge of the woods. That's where you usually find them at. Still be some out through here though, maybe. Maybe the raspberries might be on up in the woods a little bit. There's all kinds of stuff. You can see, if you can see that way back in the light color, these are all it's kind of fungus or mushroom to eat. I think they're edible. Yeah. Come on, bugs, don't bite me today. Tell you what, I'm walking here. Just take off my glasses. They're fogging up. And it, what was it I read somewhere? It's like it was saying Kentucky is the United States rainforest, and man, I tell you what, it is humid through here. You can tell everything's green and lush, and it's nice back through here though. Quiet. You might hear a airplane off in the distance or a tractor, but for the most part it's just quiet. It's a good alone time. Yeah, it's funny, I don't know if I can post any pictures or how I go about doing it, but on the trail cam, that bobcat it popped up on the thing, and you know, I kind of suspect that I'm sure they're out here. I saw it on there for sure, but you know, they'd be watching me. They'd see me way before I see them. It probably could be sitting up in a tree or heck, anything, just sitting there watching. A little muddy path. Here's some raspberries. Yeah, there's like a little patch of them in here. Kind of funny. To hunt them all down right through here. Yeah, good little patch of them right here. I'll come back to that and bring something together. Well, these are kind of more little bit more orange than when they get real good red. That's when they're ripened. Of course, that's also when I say I'll get them, but every other thing back in here is vying for them too, as far as animals. I don't know what all. I think it's kind of first come, first serve here. Might come back tomorrow in a day or two and they all be gone. Oh, daggone it. Walked right freaking into that cobwebs. Spider web, daggone it. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. Especially if I got my glasses off. Kind of I'm catching a whiff of something. It smells like something burning. I don't know how far, smells carry, but it's something. All right, let's see if we can. All right. See if we can navigate this thing and not get too. Whoa! All right. Too muddy. Yeah, it's all right. Oh, shit, what was that? Oh, something. Another time, something up through here. Heck on it. This is the thicker part, and the trail I walk. One of them. But this fall, I'll probably come back in here and clear several of these trees out. Just make it to where you could drive through here now with the ATV. And it makes it fine, but I think if you cut them back a little bit, just make it a little bit better. I've cut back a lot of this. This was, you couldn't hardly even walk through this part. So when it cools down some, I will do that. Oh, look at that's crazy. Look at this. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is there. Lord. Termites or something. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm running into more spider webs than anything. For bugs, I guess it's summertime. What it's all about. Kind of like that late spring. We'll stop and Oh, there. Little guy. Look there, one. Get off me. Don't give him a chance to get up. Yeah, they get on you, and some of them are quick. They get up and like try to get to your wherever they can dig in and get a bite. Huh, all right. It's got knocked down since last little bit. Huh. Not sure if it's probably this this tree right there. Deadfall. Yeah, this is a big tall tree that it'll probably come down eventually. But yeah, come fall, I'll spend maybe a week just kind of dealing with all the stuff, and the path's cleared away. Okay, I'm huffing and puffing here. Yeah, so in the fall, there's kind of two more parts of the property that are wooded, and they've had passed through them, but it's so grown up, and I'll have to get in there, take the tractor and chainsaw and everything, and it'll probably drag a lot of that stuff out of the way. Probably the big tractor's just too big to get in the path. Man, I tell you what, my arms, a lot of bugs, getting bug bit here. I really kind of hate using that off, but I did kind of spray before I left the house, right where the tick was at. So yeah, apparently that deep woods off is not deep enough. And you kind of wonder what that stuff is anyway. But the DEET, you know it's not good for you in the long run. Oh, hey, bugs. Morty. small mushroom of some kind. He's good size. I don't know what he is, but we mostly hunt the morel mushrooms in the spring because we know what they are. Anyway, yeah, back to a clearing here, and I'm gonna cut this one off and just see how long it takes it to upload. Then we'll just go from there. We'll see y'all later.